So last time we fooled around with making a recharge sprint, and now what we want to do is control the rate of fire. So you want to look for the spawn projectile system. That's this guy right here. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to move input touch down for a second, and I'm going to put a branching node in here, and it's going to check if our player or ammo is greater than 0. Okay, so I'm going to hold Alt. So our player current ammo. So I'm going to hold Alt here. I'm just going to unconnect that. And we'll do the same for this guy too. And it looks like, let's break that montage play. And I'm just going to right click and I'm going to look for a branching node. And before we forget, let's do true here. And connect pressed here and then pressed here. And the condition that we're checking whether or not this is true is if player current ammo, let's get that, is, that's an integer, right? Yeah, so integer is greater than another integer, which is 0, that we'll go ahead and let it run the true. That's pretty much it. Let's compile, save, compile again, press play. Let's just keep shooting. You can see here now when I'm clicking, I ran out of ammo. So that leaves us with a problem that we need to get ammo. So I'm going to go ahead and hit escape here. Alright, so let's close this out now that we know that works. And then here we're going to go to this blueprints folder. I'm going to right click in here and I'm going to create a new blueprint class, and it's going to be an actor. Remember, this is something that can be placed in the world. And I'm going to name this ammo pickup. Now when we double click this, you'll notice that all we get is a sphere. And what we need is a static mesh to start to we're going to place inside of this. So for example, if we click add component here and we go down, what we're looking for is the static mesh option. And so we've added a static mesh here, right? So I'll name this ammo crate. Now notice off to the side here, we have a box here where I can click on this, and it gives us all the different static meshes that we have loaded in through here. What I want to do is create my own custom static mesh. So what I'm going to do is close this out. Actually, let's hit compile and save. And we're going to look at creating our own static mesh using the geometry blueprint and Maya. So let's go ahead and go to geometry, and we're going to be using these brushes. I'm going to just drag out a cube like this. When I press play, we can see the size of that, and that's way too big. So let's go ahead and I'm going to hit F to focus and start tweaking this. So what's pretty neat is if you, let's expand this out a little bit. We have our geometry brushes. So once you select that, I can hit W and I can, oops, let's edit this again, there we go. And we can move this down, just giving us a smaller one. I can hit R, double click if I just go to standard view, I can scale the whole thing down a little bit. And let's go ahead and create sort of a pretty cool looking ammo crate. So I'm going to hold Alt, I'm going to drag this up, and I'm going to hold R, I'm going to hit R and just kind of scale this out. And that's my lid. And what I can do is, because see how it says additive here? When it comes time and I select the top and the bottom, it'll make this one mesh. Okay. What I can also do is hit R here, and I can try to come up with a cool design just for my this top piece. So for example, like say I want my ammo crate to have like maybe some slits cut in the side. I can change this brush from additive, let's kind of give ourselves some more room here, the subtractive. And as I move this inside of my ammo crate here, you can notice I'm starting to boolean or subtract from the. So I'm going to hit R, scale this down. So let's scale this up a little bit more. There we go. I'll hold Alt. And I'm just going to cut in. So I'll select boxes. Ooh, looks like I've got, let's see, what boxes do I have here? Let's delete this guy. There we go. So I want this one and this one. I'm going to hold Alt. I'm going to drag this into the next view. And then I'll do the next, I'll grab all four of these, hold Alt, and drag this into the X view over. And then maybe I want to put like a cool, like some sort of symbol on the top of this that represents bullets. So maybe I'll grab this cone and scale this down. Oops, there we go. I'm hitting E to rotate here. And select that bottom face, pull that out. Grab that top vert. Alright, so with that and all of these boxes selected, oops. I think that got everything. And then I need my top guy here. What I'm going to do is under brush settings here, you can see I have polygon, solidify, create static mesh. I'm going to create a static mesh and I'm just going to put it right into that blueprints folder here. And then I'm going to hit create static mesh. Now you'll notice that this is a complete static mesh. And it is located right here. So if I drag this out, there it is. Now there's one problem. It doesn't really look that cool. It doesn't have any textures. It's really not modeled in any way. Like I kind of want to tweak this, unwrap it, give it a cool texture. But what I can do is if I grab my, let's see, where is that ammo pickup? Here. And I go inside of that ammo pickup. Let's dock this up here. This ammo crate here, I can actually select my, I don't know if I named it. Oops, that's wrong. What did I name this thing? Let's rename this. Ammo crate underscore static mesh. There we go. Now let's try that again. If I go inside of here, let's look for ammo crate static mesh. You can see now that's inside of our viewport or inside of our thing. So if I go inside, if I compile and save that, this ammo pickup is now that crate. So let's delete this guy. Now we want to tweak this even more, right? So I'm going to right click on here and I'm going to do asset actions. I'm going to go to export and I'm going to export this as an FBX on my desktop. I'm going to hit save. And what I'm going to do is this video is getting kind of long. I'm going to stop it here, and in the next video we'll import that FBX into Maya, unwrap it, and then we'll go into Substance Painter and paint it.